Good morning. I was gonna try and talk over that music, but it was too depressing. I currently don't have my PlayStation set up, and I can do that later if I get the urge to do it. So unfortunately, for now, we won't be starting with Final Fantasy IX. Might play some after, unless I die. That was me. Um, unless I immediately die in Palace. Um, I have woken up with my nose quite stuffy, so apologies, I'm going to be blowing my nose quite a bit. Okay, I'm going to get just a little bit of food in my system. Oops. And then I'm going to get a little food in Pharaoh's system. Back to full screen. And we're going to start from floor 11. Went on floor 10 yesterday as a little bit of a warm-up before 150, so that makes sense. Our goal today, get to floor 50. Should be easy. Should be simple. Hopefully on the next set we'll get some good landmine plays in. But for now we're just focusing on leveling. Intuition, sure. Getting confused by the layout. Okay. Posture, no. We're on floor 12. We're not going to get a potsherd. Apparently, potsherds don't appear on every third floor up to 100, if I remember correctly. That's wild. Putting it inside the hitbox so it doesn't interrupt me when it tones me. Should probably not say that. Got 2 alterations on this floor. We have 3 strength, I can use one. I have no qualms. Did I think I affluenced this floor. We just got 2 alterations out of it so far. And we got strength back. I lowered my bitrate a little bit, and I was waiting to see if it would stabilize on Twitch, and it says that it's excellent now. It's no longer unstable. I lowered it by 100, and that made it from unstable to excellent. There's no, like, in-between. Another alteration. We are all full on alteration. Something I haven't talked about. Something I haven't even really haven't mentioned at all, is the fact that I've been playing almost exclusively Palace of the Dead on stream. That is gonna change, I promise. I am gonna stream all of Endwalker, MSQ. I took the whole week off. We're gonna get a lot of stream time in on those days. Going to be very fun. I'm very excited. I probably won't stream any more of Hades. I've just been kind of playing it offline. Pretty fun. Might get Hades 2. I'm not sure yet. I have been wanting to play through some of the Zelda games. Since it's been, I think, 2 years since I've played most of them. I'm gonna get interrupted. Okay. It's been like 2 years since I played through a lot of them, and I miss those games. I was doing a Twilight Princess playthrough offline that I did not finish, so I think I'm gonna go back and I'm thinking of playing Ocarina of Time. I don't know. I don't remember if I mentioned this on stream, but 2 or 3 years ago, I was you know, it doesn't really matter all that much when I think about it nowadays, but I remember I was kind of beating myself up a little bit because I considered myself a Zelda fan, a huge Zelda fan, but I hadn't beaten most of the games. I had started a playthrough of every game, but I hadn't really felt like it, and that's obviously not the measure of what a fan is. If you enjoy that thing, you're a fan of it. I know that now, but I felt like a fake fan. You know, without pressure from any other external sources, I was just like, I'm going to play through every single Zelda game in order, in release order. and I'm gonna beat it so that I know what I'm talking about. And through that, for the first time ever, I was able to beat Zelda 1 and Zelda 2 with a lot of rewinding and save stating. Holy shit, those games are hard. I don't know how people figured shit out back then. I had to do a lot of rewinding in A Link to the Past, like the final dungeon. I beat Link's Awakening. That was a pretty sweet game, but it unfortunately, all of those made me realize that I just don't really enjoy 2D Zelda games that much. They're just not my thing. And Link's Awakening was so obtuse in its, like, overworld. I don't know if obtuse is the right word, but, like, extremely confusing and just, like, very specific. To the point that, like, a third of the way into the game, I had to use a walkthrough. Because I had no idea what the fuck I was supposed to do at any point in the game. But, you know, story-wise, music-wise, Koholint Island, it's fucking banging. It's a pretty enjoyable experience. Navigating the overworld was so frustrating, because it was like a puzzle in itself. Which is cool, but I wasn't really vibing with it. That said, I haven't played the remake on Switch, so I'm gonna give that one a try. I know that they made like a hint system. I think it's just as confusing, because it's like, you know, the exact same game. But I think the hint system should help alleviate that a little bit, and maybe I'll be able to do it without, you know, like looking at a IGN walkthrough from 20 years ago. But anyways, that'll be fun. I'm really excited to play through Skyward Sword. All of this is probably like, I don't know, all of this is probably down the line a little bit, because I still need to finish Final Fantasy IX, and then Dawn Trail's gonna come out. Oh dear, sorry. Dawn Trail's gonna come out, and I'm gonna play the shit out of that. So we're probably looking at July for the first Zelda playthrough. And I don't want to do them all at once. I don't want to do a marathon like I forced myself to do last time. Because it did make some of the experience a little more miserable. I think I did do... I think I did 100% Majora's Mask. I shouldn't say 100%. I got the Fierce Deity Mask on the N64 version that time 2 years ago for the first time ever. Because before, Majora's Mask was a really difficult game. I love that fucking game so much. But it was too hard. Same thing, like, a lot of everything felt so convoluted. But the environment in that game is so crushing, and I love depressing shit. That game is so special to me. It was like the first game that, like, my brother and I, like, kind of saw through to the end, I think. I think it was. That game's got a special place in my heart. Because it reminds me of my brother and hanging out with my brother before he became a douchebag. The music in that game, the story in that game, I fucking love Majora's Mask so much. A lot of the game is very obtuse and difficult, very specific. You know, it's supposed to be played over and over. You're probably supposed to fail a lot in order to figure out the schedules of everyone. That's how the game is built, you know? And for that reason, I did not beat it for a long time on my own, until the Majora's Mask 3D, the 3DS remake came out. And that made things a lot easier, I think. I don't even remember a lot of the quality of life changes they made. I know they changed some of the bosses and stuff, and people didn't like that. But it made the game a lot more easy for me to become familiar with it. And because of that remake, I was able to, you know, figure out the game, and then I went back to the original and beat it, and it felt great. Skyward Sword, I have not played the HD remaster yet. I started a playthrough back when it first came out, but that was when I was starting my challenge, I believe. And so I was like, I gotta wait until I get there. And I still haven't finished Twilight Princess, like I said, so we're still not there yet. And judging by the fact that I'm starting to do that I'm talking right now about starting new playthroughs, we're probably not going to get to Skyward Sword for a while. But I love that game. All of the 3D Zelda games have a special place in my heart, which I didn't really think about until now, but like, it really is true. I gotta blow my nose. Yeah, when I think about other games that I grew up with and other series, nothing's really like been so prevalent in my life as Zelda, which is probably, you know, obvious, I guess. To anyone who's familiar with Zelda, you've probably seen my characters in Final Fantasy are all named after Zelda characters. Even my original, before I started this character, Feror, back when I first played the game back in 2020, I think it was July 2020, I just looked it up recently, but back when I first started the game, on the free trial, I made a character named Anju, which is a Majora's Mask character. Unfortunately, the Steam version did not carry over. It was a dark blue cat girl named Anju. I believe I still have her exact. Yeah, I have her as a retainer, unchanged. So Anju is a retainer on Feror. That was my first character, was named after Majora's Mask, and now all of my, what I consider my main 3 characters are named after the 3 goddesses. So obviously it's very special, but like, I don't know. Wind Waker's always been there. Wind Waker. Zelda's always been there in my life. Huge fan of Sonic Adventure 1. My favorite Sonic game. My favorite Sonic game ever. And it's just because it's the one that I grew up with. Every time I go and try to play other entries in the Sonic series, it just doesn't hit like Sonic Adventure 1 does. I could go back and play that anytime, and it'll put me in a good mood. Wind Waker was my first Zelda game that I grew up with, but it took me years to beat that game because I don't know what this is indicative of, if it is indicative of anything, but like maybe this is just something that certain kids used to do, or I don't know if this is some kind of indication of some anything, but anyways, all I'm trying to say is when I was younger, only games I had were Sonic Adventure 1, Super Smash Brothers, Mario Kart, and Wind Waker. And, you know, Super Smash Brothers, Mario Kart, they were fun because I'd be able to play with my siblings. And, you know, it's just like a game that you can kind of do different... Oh, I also had that Lego Racer game on the N64. Man, I forgot about that game. But yeah, those are just games that you know, like, hop in, do some races, and then hop out. But Wind Waker was different because I wasn't like... I think I was too scared. So I'd play through the opening section on Outset Island, and I'd go get the sword and I'd explore every inch of that island that I could. I'd go everywhere. And then once I'd get to the Forsaken Fortress, I don't know if it was too hard or I just got scared. I think it was too hard for me. So I would just reset the file, and I'd play Outset Island over and over again, and then do the ship segment over and over again. I did that for like all of my childhood. It wasn't until 8 years later in my life, I think I beat Wind Waker when I was 14, and I had Wind Waker when I was around 5 years old. So I think it wasn't for the next 8 or 9 years of my life that I was able to go back because of a Chugga Conroy walkthrough series for a Let's Play. Wasn't until then that I went back and kind of played alongside that I beat the game, but that was super special. After that, it was Ocarina of Time Classic, Majora's Mask later, and then I got Twilight Princess, but I had I think it was my cousin's memory card, and at this point I was having the same problem with Twilight Princess where I couldn't get very far. So what I did is anytime I wanted to play Twilight Princess, I would load up my cousin's like end game save where he had, I think, almost all the hearts or every heart container. He had a file where hit every heart container, and he was in the final dungeon of the game. I would just explore Hyrule in a completed save. Just ride around, do whatever I want. And the thing that I would do over and over again was just fight the final boss sequence. Like, in its entirety, over and over again. That was all I did. So I hadn't actually, like, beaten the game, but I've gone through the final dungeon like 100 times. I beat Ganon in that game so many times. And I fucking love that game. Obviously since then I've beaten it once, but only once. I didn't realize how bad I was doing on time. Not bad, but I have 5 minutes to beat the boss. So I'm just gonna hurry up a little bit. I was yapping too long, sorry. Anyways, love Twilight Princess, love blah blah blah, blah blah blah, blah 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 blah. Skyward Sword is awesome. I love Skyward Sword. Breath of the Wild. Ah, Breath of the Wild. Tears of the Kingdom. Banger, 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 banger. Probably could have easily done that without the lust, but I wanted to hit my under 30. Blow my nose real quick. Okay, on to the next set. Now we are level 35. We are 11. We are 11, unfortunately, levels away from getting our AoE. We do have Phlegma, but it's not going to do us a whole lot of good right now. Anyways, love Zelda, love Sonic Adventure 1, and then I made my entire personality that. The song reminds me of Drakengard 1. That part of the song, I should say. That part is very chaotic, and I remember certain songs of Drakengard 1 being very chaotic. Ah, speaking of, you know what I have to do? I need to go back and play those fucking Nier raids. Probably mentioned this before, but back in my MSQ days, I had not played Nier, and I was more focused on trying to get through side content to play with my friends, even at the sacrifice of paying attention to some of the side stories, which I deeply regret now. But Nier included, that was one of the raid series I didn't really understand what was happening, and I didn't really care. But now I've played through the Nier series. Now I play through the Drakengard series. I want to know what's happening in that raid series. Apparently, as with most things in the Nier universe, somehow it's allegedly canon. So I care very much about this. Kill you just for the extra score. Actually, I should kill you for the experience points. Yeah, I don't remember anything that happens in the Nier raid story. So I should do that. I'll probably dedicate some stream time to it if I'm able to get Necromancer before Dawn Trail. Because right now this is taking up all of my mental bandwidth. I don't really want to focus on anything else besides this. I do plan on going for Heaven on High solo after this, but I don't know. I don't plan on going as crazy. I just realized that Lust is gonna be the only way for me to do AoEs right now. We got sight, baby. Our floor is not a multiple of 3, so no potsherd for me. And at this rate, we should be able to get our AoE by some of the later floors, I think. It's definitely going to be 31 to 40 that we have the most fun on. Oh, I didn't see that. Oh my god. Got Mayman Men 2, and I learned Icarus. Let's go. Did you just spawn there? You bastard. You silly bastard. Got a witching. Got a steel. was the 130 boss? What was the 30 boss? I can't remember. Is it Fire Ice? May have been Fire Ice. Lust. Who are you gonna hit from all the way over there, you idiot? Nothing. You're hitting nothing. You got strength. Say we're pretty on pace for scoring bonus. Not behind to any point that I would consider a problem. And that didn't open. Oh dear. I really had 2 respawns in my spawn room? How was I supposed to account for this? Blinded and no knockback. Four levels away from AoE. Got another witching we could use. Seeing a landmine, however. But I could witching lust. Do I want to waste a lust? Is it a waste if I'm having a good time? Got rage. Sorry. Sorry. Ah, fortune. Exactly what I would like in a situation such as this. got Serenity, we got Sight. Let's go. And I got the Intuition, right? Yeah. Another Serenity. This is where it gets scary now. And I want to do it again. I'm getting those crazy frame drops I used to get. I'm getting those again. We haven't had a Mimic this whole time, huh? No landmines. It's alright. I don't mind using another witching. I don't really want to lost this. Oh, hello. Rage. It's alright though, I can handle this. And I got Adder's Gall, let's go. I'm very dry on landmines. I'm out of steel, I'm out of strength. I gotta start playing this more normal. Boo. We have 9 minutes left. Oh, we're so close to AoE. This pull should get me it. This enemy should get me it. Let's go. This will speed us up greatly. Got witching back. That'll help. And another witching. I was running around hoping for a luring trap. I didn't want that witching to go to waste. All that for a damn bronze chest? That's fine. I had 6 minutes to beat the boss. We should be able to do no problem. Maybe not. My damage is actually kind of low. Let's see. We started at about 3630, let's say. It took us about 30 seconds to do 10%. We should be fine. I should be able to do this without any global cooldown healing. It's fucked up that it gets to auto attack me while it's walking over the middle. zoned out. 2.5 minutes. Should be able to finish it in 1.5. Alright. Not bad. Excuse me. On to 31 to 40. Steel. I love it. Love it, I love it. I'm gonna safety. All of these should be good to pull. Make sure to cardio yourself. I just thought of a really awful joke. If a sage ever forgets to cardio, you can type KYS. Cardio yourself. This is probably a little too much I pulled here. Let's see where we're at. Oh no, we're not bad. We're in fine shape. Oh my god. Such a large room with so many enemies in it. Not witching. May as well. Of course. Yeah, we got Caracol. Carachol. There's so many enemies on this floor. I wish I actually used a fortune or something, but I wasn't expecting that. We got safety back, which is fantastic. Yeah, we're at the fun floors now. From here to like 80, we're gonna have a lot of fun just pulling everything. As long as we have steel, of course. Really just like never get I never get potsherds on the low floors. I know there's a chance, but like it's never really happened for me. We got a site for the next floors. That's good. These are my favorite floors. They've become so fun now that I'm able to do this. I could not do it as Red Mage. Every single floor as Red Mage was the same speed. We can refresh steel for the next floor, which I will be able to site. Although I'll only site it if I know that there's more than 3 rooms. Mimics. Glitching. It's big floor though. Oh, sorry. Sorry. Sneezed so hard Farrah started walking. Not rage. Safe side for the next floor. We'll have to deal with these mimics, and I'll probably just glitching. I was too late. Damn it. Darn it, darn it, darn it. I was really hoping they would open with Death Trap instead of Infatuation. Purity though? Thanks. Don't mind if I do. Okay. 5 more minutes on steel. We have puritied ourselves. I'll cite this one. There's only fucking 3 rooms. Probably not gonna be a landmine. Nope. Damn it. I wasted it. Excuse me. Gotta still refresh at least. Feel better about that. I don't want to go below 3 on my side or safety though. Do have rage. I finally don't have a no knockback floor. Should have fortune. I'm an idiot. Always forget to do that. Backtracking is going to be annoying, but whatever. And another steel refresh. Wow. You know, it's kind of remarkable how much less stressed I feel right now. Like, I failed a good run yesterday, and I would definitely say yesterday was not a good day for me. For personal reasons. But I was stressing out because, like, there's just so many things happening, and I was really stressing out over going to my cousin's wedding, which was amazing. It was so beautiful. I didn't even talk about it, did I? I don't think I talked about it on stream yesterday. The reason I was gone for 2 days is because I was going to my cousin's wedding, and I was really stressing out about it, like, a lot. And I think it was amplifying the stress of everything else surrounding it. Work, raid nights and Final Fantasy, streaming. Definitely notice if you look at my schedule that last week's streaming, like, was very chaotic, very erratic. The times were bad. I would go as far as to say the streams were bad. I was very stressed out last week. And now I'm just waking up and I'm like, I could just fucking stream. Like, I don't know if it makes sense, but I don't know. So, I think it's because something that's happening today would, like, if it was happening last week, it would have stressed me out. But now I'm just like, I can think logically about it and just be like, no, alright. It is what it is. Not rage.
You didn't fortune, Vionic, you didn't fortune. You forgot to use the fortune pomander before you turned into a giant manticore and slapped everybody in the face.
never interrupt me smacking a bitch in the face. You stupid monk. Don't you ever. Don't you ever do it again. 4 minutes left on steel. Let's see, we got to do 3 floors. I'm gonna do 3 more floors in the next 10 minutes. Should be fine. Flight. I don't want to use flight. That's for little wee babies. Fortunately, I'm currently not in a position to pull like I was before. I am now in a position to pull like I was before. At safety, perfect. Should be able to do that for at least 1 more floor. Blinded. That's Serenity. Yeah. Or it feels slower than before. Stop that. Less than 2 minutes left on steel. And we got a witching. Let's go. Stop that. Where were you? Are you late to the party? And a strength refresh. Steel has run out, unfortunately. However, I do have a witching, which should come in handy for the last floor. Assuming I don't get a steel refresh here. Pepsers, yeah, Pepsers, we love Pepsers. Not even close, baby. Oh, baby. What was that? What even happened? I just sneezed there and something weird happened. I don't know what that was. I don't know what that was all about. That was weird.
Epic.
Right. Dang. Be going for an hour and 20 minutes. Already at 440. Let's do let's go to 450. Oh, demons. Strength. Luckily, these ones don't fucking one-shot me, so... Throwing on a sustaining just in case I hit a gunning trap here. Got safety for next floor, that's awesome. Getting no sights, unfortunately. Got a rage. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll do it, baby. Hey cousin, long time no see, bitch, see ya. Nine, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Strength refresh. Now I have to do the worst backtrack in Palace of the Dead history, unless I get a rage right here. We got sight, let's go. Oh, I safetied. I don't have to run in corners. I wish I had a respawn just this one time so I could have something to Icarus to. Let's see. Our strength refresh. We got a fucking landmine. We got a fucking landmine. We got two, count 'em, 2 landmines. Three, count 'em, 3 landmines. Oh my god, that scared the shit out of me. Aaron, thank you so much for the raid. How was your stream? It's going great. I'm doing great. I'm having fun doing landmines. Hello, Sadie. How's it going? Hit a new personal best yesterday on floor 187. Highest I've been on Sage. My red mage personal best was 193, but Astro Run timed out on 188, thanks to a bunch of nonsense, but otherwise was fun. Thank you, thank you. Be careful, I don't have sight right now. I'm gonna walk out in the middle of the room. Yeah. Obviously I was a little bummed about it, but I don't know. I'm feeling good. I'm ready to go back into another run. I feel like normally I'd let that hang over me and I'd like try and rush through the early floors as revenge, and then I'd end up dying, but I am ready to beat my personal best. I am ready to go again. And you know what? It also helps that I got a spot on the leaderboard despite not clearing. Feels nice. It's a good ego boost. Healer runs are so fun. It takes a bit of getting used to if you played other jobs, but it's always a good time. Yeah, all of my practice was in learning Red Mage for Palace. And every floor 1 to 193 always felt the same, you know. Just slow. Just way slower than I'd like. God, flight. Okay. But on Sage, like 1 through, or not 1, like 30 through 80 are so fun. I can do landmines just like all the time. I don't even have to do landmines. I could just do big pulls. I could not do this on Red Mage reliably. And I love it. But yeah, now that I've seen the stress of higher floors when it comes to timing, I totally get it. Like, I know what I have in store for me now. But yeah, getting to... That was my first time getting to 150 on Sage, and going all the way to 187. Like, obviously it wasn't first try, but for Sage, I'm pretty proud of that. There was a lot of fumbling through, and then I panicked with my palms because I got to a floor that had only crawlers in Gloom, and I didn't know how to deal with it. And I panicked, and I accidentally double witchinged, and I didn't lust, and I pulled an extra crawler, so I didn't get to actually use the lust, and I think that lust would have gotten me out of there. So, ooh, I was not paying attention. Uh-oh, we're good. Oh my god, the paralysis! Okay, I gotta lock in. I forgot about wraiths. That would have been such a terrible way to die. Gotta pay attention. I got dangerous mobs now. But yeah. I'm so sorry that you had to Astro timeout. I'm not looking forward to experiencing that, as I'm sure it's gonna happen. I'm sure it's gonna happen to me. So once I got to a certain point in the 180s, you know, I was afraid to do double pulls, and I think rightfully so. But it was definitely making my time take a huge hit, and I was stressing out like really bad over it, so That's why I like freaked out on the crawler room. Yeah, that was so unfortunate. I think it was also like a crawler respawned right on me. I think that was the problem. I had like I had 3 crawlers in a witching. And I think I like barely survived it, but then a crawler respawned right on top of me right when I lusted. So it ruined everything. And I don't keep track of respawn timers. I don't know how. And I don't use the forbidden knowledge giver. Actually, if anyone is able to help me understand how the respawns work, that would be great. Because I was trying to look it up, and I probably should have just asked in Angelus's Discord. But I'm scared of talking to people. Do respawns work like on a floor-to-floor basis? Like, I think it said that the respawn timer for 150 up is 5 minutes. Every 5 minutes from when you spawn into a floor. So the timer starts when I hit a new floor, right? Okay. I see. Rorum. Is that how you pronounce your name? Thank you so much for the follow. Good to have you here. He starts every floor. Perfect. Okay. That's how I suspected it worked, but now that I know that, it would be easier to pay attention to that. Thank you. That is something I should definitely... Yeah, that is what killed my last run. Definitely. Once I got to that crawler room, I wasted 2 re-raisings because I had died twice in there. Seen some people make a separate chat box and write down the duty time when you spawn into a floor. Huh. Yeah, it is a whole extra thing. We've got a rage. Oh, there's so many rooms. "30 seconds on a rage." Okay. 1 year sound. I'll use an intuition. Sure, why not? I believe I hit the trap in this room. Got safety back, means we can do a fun play next. Maybe not if I don't get steel. Ooh, that worked out. Okay, grab the rage, and then we go on to 47. We have 13 minutes left to complete the set. Flight. I'll use a flight. Don't Don't mind if I do. Steel? Flight. Use sight. I'm gonna use what we got there. Oh, is that a landmine I see? I don't think it is. Oh, it is. Steel. Pop sustaining just to be extra safe. Okay, wait, what did I pull? Nothing here should be too bad for me. Paralysis is a little dangerous. I'm gonna witching when I get to next floor just to be... No, not next floor, I mean right now. Come on, everybody. We're all gonna walk into the landmine. Yippee! I should have fortuned before that, probably. Now witching back. A little risky on that one. Felt a little iffy, but we got steel back. Steel is good. Rude. And fortune, of course. Of course you would give me fortune now. Wait, I used fortune. Did I? Wait, I'm so confused. Ugh. ADHD is killing me. We have 11 minutes left. Should be fine. I do have a safety still available. I have steel on. No abilities though. Serenity, please. Just. Yeah, I'll safety. Sam Papa, subscribe with Prime. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for the subscription. Oh, not my mom. How are you doing today, sir? Got a steel back. Let's go. Dragon, no chest in here. About to roulette and saw you streaming, so checking it out. Well, I hope you enjoy. Personally, I think I'm a pretty epic streamer. No gold chest here. I'll grab both of them for the extra damage. We have 9 minutes. We got sight. Sight will be great for the last floor. Got less than 4 minutes left on our steel. Okay. We got gloom. That is all right. We're gonna sight. Okay, let's hope for a landmine. No. Persona. Nope. No landmine. I'm gonna keep this club a little exclusive for now. I don't want to take too much damage. Don't want to risk it. No fucking... No roulette. No landmine. Got me thinking about roulettes. Going to sustain because I'm a little scaredy cat. Haven't pulled anything dangerous though. And last room. No landmine. Okay. Looks like we're gonna have to do this the old-fashioned way. That is so satisfying. Okay, we got probably 6 minutes for the boss. Maybe less if I can get by without outgoing them, or maybe more. 6.5. Ooh. Okay. About 6.5 minutes. See if I can do it without lust. Yeah, we got this. We got this easy. Little worried I did not get out of that in time. Less than 2 minutes on strength. I think I talked about this on a previous stream, but I recently was checking out the FFXIV archived YouTube channel. They did a whole video on Edda's backstory, and this is my admission of guilt. I used to be a filthy cutscene skipper. So I had like completely forgotten how prevalent like Edda's story was to the MSQ, and like all the characters involved were like intertwined with that, and that was super cool to learn. That was actually like a great story. I really enjoyed it, and I highly recommend that channel. Yeah, we're totally good on time. Unless something horrible happens right now. Epic, 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 epic. Alright, we got to 50 pretty easily. And I would hope so. I was originally going to stop there, but I'm feeling good. And I don't want to end the stream right after you guys just raided me. Give me 1 second to blow my nose again. Okay. We refreshed our food. We're going to floor 60. Got rage immediately. Affluence. That. I would like a sight or a safety, please. Let's go. Let's go. Deep eye, just gotta make sure I stay out of their gaze, and I'm pretty sure it's just a cone, so I should be able to stand behind them. I'll test right now. Yep. What am I doing? There's still a trap in this room. Possibly. Got fortune. That's fine. We can safety steal this floor if we wanted to. And I do want to. I always want to. And we got another fortune. There's a silver chest. I could try a silver chest play. Got strength. Didn't work out. That's fine. That was kind of risky. Let me get this paralysis off. Excellent. What do we got? Steel, good. Rust, great. Do have a damage penalty. Oh, did I forget to pick up the rage again? Guess I did. Another strength refresh. This one a little safer because I don't have vision. Serenity. No reason not to. Oh, okay. I thought I looked at that. Okay. Could really use Cider of Safety again. Fortune is fine. Of flight. Don't mind using that. Intuition, sure. Sure, I'd look away from mysterious light. Weather flight. Alright, need to go back and get intuition. I don't need to. Wait, that was lust. Another one definitely dropped then. Oh yeah, I used a fortune. I forgot about that. Okay. Making good time. steel is done in under 2 minutes, but I got a third one. We have a flight on this floor. Witching. Another witching. And another flight. A lot of treasure on this floor. That's really nice. Hello, anthropomorphic soul patch. Welcome. And what was this? Sight. We got sight. Anthropomorphic soul patch. That's a good name. The POTD is going great today. Luckily, ever since I switched to Sage, these earlier floors, 1 to 100, are so much more fun. I was originally doing it as Red Mage, and it was a real slog. It was a slog. I do miss the high damage, but like every floor felt exactly the same. It's very slow damage that I didn't like. I think Sage is considered the best of the healers. And I definitely say Sage is fun if you're just doing the first 100. It's fun in general. But it has its own unique problems that become apparent on later floors. Did I get a purity? Yeah, I got a purity. I can use that. Namely, the damage drops off hard on the later floors, so you have to be very careful with which adds you pull and which adds you double pull. I'd say in general, as long as your palms are good, you can get away with not double pulling a lot of the time. But it's a good thing to look at. Yeah, Sage is really fun. It is my favorite job, so that is why I switched. It is my favorite job outside of Palace, and I was worried that healer wasn't going to be good, but for the first 100 floors, you get a lot of chances to do some fun plays. If you get, you can honestly do it without steel if you're comfortable enough, but like, I'll try and show you right now, just like stuff like this. Hopefully this works. Oh, I don't have abilities, that's right. Okay, a little dangerous. Yeah, didn't work. You could do a lot of silver chest plays and just pull large amounts of enemies, blow them all up in a second, heal yourself. It's a great way to do a floor really fast. I kind of struggle with Eucrasia still. Feels a little clunky, especially when using the dot. Eucrasia is definitely my favorite part of the job. I think it's really cool. Yeah, I don't know. I guess that makes sense. How it can feel a little clunky. It's also not a great dot. It's not very powerful. I don't know how much I should even be using it. Like, in situations like this right now, I'm just gonna witch them so I can pay more attention. In situations like this, where I have two enemies, I don't know if it's worth it to refresh dot on both of them. Oh, an ad just started. Okay, well. Sorry. Wait for that ad to go out. Just gonna go blah 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 blah. Hey, VOD viewers, are you enjoying this exclusive content? I don't know if subscribers still get ads. I think I could turn that off. I feel like I should have. Okay, that ad should be back. Should be done. Welcome back. I don't remember what I said. We're on floor 58. We have 15 minutes left. We have Serenity, but we don't need it. I'm gonna go for a sight. See if there's any landmines to run into. Security. There's a landmine here. Intuition. Respect mysterious light. Okay, we got a landmine to play with, so we'll get to do some little bit of fun here. I will also do a witching just so that I don't have to deal with any mysterious lights. And this is the fun part of Sage. This is what makes Sage so fun, is this. You just shield yourself, get them all here, heal yourself up, everybody's dead. Ugh. Satisfying every time. Until a Soul Flare comes out. Whole floor is done in like 30 seconds. I know tanks. Tanks are fun. Warrior is considered one of the best jobs to do Palace with solo. And I haven't done it yet. I want to give it a try. But yeah, I believe once you hit a certain level and you have all your kit for Warrior, all of the floors are really fun. Because you can just pull more and heal, and you have a lot of survivability. The problem with tanks is that their damage is boring and kind of low-ish, I think. I don't think it's a bad damage. I think it's better than healer, right? But their bosses are so boring. Because it's low damage, not an exciting, like, rotation. I don't know how Godfather works, so I'm going to be talking out of my ass a little bit, but I imagine that Godfather, the 190 boss, on a tank is probably the most boring thing imaginable. Safety. Because Godfather hits really hard, you don't really want to stay in melee range a lot, and I imagine that even with cooldowns, you still have to be very mindful. So you're just doing a lot of, like, Tomahawk, or Shield Lob, or Unmend. You're just doing a lot of those, ranged enmity generation moves. But I don't know. Machinist, obviously the best overall. High damage, high kiting ability. A lot of people were recommending Red Mage back when I was checking a long time ago. Because you have good damage and you have good sustain, but I don't like it. If ever there was a job that felt clunky, it was Red Mage, and I'm so sick of playing Red Mage in Palace, it feels wrong. I didn't realize we were on floor 59. I went by fast. Yeah, Red Mage, I remember when I first tried it, I was like, oh, this whole dual cast thing feels really good, but when you're in Palace, like, oh god. The dual cast comes very much in handy. When you Lust actually, like, for some reason, Lust, Okay, so Manticore, the Rage Pomander doesn't do this, and the Resolution Pomander doesn't do this. But Lust, when you turn into a succubus, you will get the effects of Cardia. You will heal whenever you hit that. When you play Red Mage and you use a Lust Pomander, you'll get dual cast, which helps a lot, actually. And that's really the only good thing I can say about Red Mage in my experience, is that it makes Lust feel way better, because you have a lot more movement with dual cast. We got 10 minutes to beat this boss, so we're not in a rush. Yeah, for Red Mage, you're basically just casting very slowly. You have to pull individually. Personally, I feel like there's not a lot you can do, and even when you go in Lust with all that, if you're trying to do like a Lust Witching play to pull a lot, in my experience, in my very small experience, I have a hard time doing it. I don't feel like I have enough sustain to do that effectively. So I don't like playing Red Mage in there. I was right. I know that happened to me last time. I didn't get any AoE markers. I just had to do that blind. That's a glitch, 100%. I don't know why that happened. I have video proof now. Those AoE markers didn't show up. Anyways, all that yapping to say, I'm tired of Red Mage. Burst doesn't feel strong enough, and getting your burst feels way too long. And I'm not familiar with a lot of the terms and concepts in raiding, but I've heard of the 2-minute burst window, and it definitely feels like it takes at least 2 minutes to get good damage on Red Mage, which in normal content I'm sure is fine, but in Palace it's like, I don't know, it's so boring. It takes way too long, and then it's only good against like single target. Every time you use it on the AoE, it feels less effective. I don't know. I know it's not, but I'm a whiner. I'm a complainer. Let's go to 70. I have no doubt that we have a pretty good score right now. We have a Lust, grant Cardia. We got high auto attack, damage mobs. We got safety. Keep it limited to these 3 right now. Definitely seems like the perfect amount to pull. Where the hell did these come from? We got Lust and we got Witching. Okay. And I use safety, right? Yeah. This music is so funny every time. It's a lot. Okay. We avoided getting infatuation. We used witching. Another raptor joining us. We got sight. Excellent. Next floor, I'll probably pop a steel and a sight. I'm gonna try to kite a little bit while I do my AoEs. Do just a little bit of auto attack damage. I only have 2 steel. Got sight. Okay. The landmine right here. Intuition. I'm going to try to safely landmine without steel. Nah, I'm pulling too much. I'm gonna steal. Got sight back. Excellent. Not pulling anything in too dangerous. Take a decent amount of damage here. Yep, all good. Sight. And no landmine here. Another sight. Okay. We're gonna make our way to the landmine. Or I might just kill everything before we get there. A lot of these are just gonna die from the dot before we get there. A little scarier than I wanted it to be. All is good though. On to floor 63. We still have a sight. We have a safety. We still have steel on for 6 minutes. So I'm gonna sight again. Fortune. Serenity, don't need it. Got a toting trap right there. Steel, good. Got a bloated conjurer. Another fortune. Safety. Okay. Got a second toting trap here. If I get a witching or a lust, there we go. I'm gonna try to do a. I'm gonna do a witching lust then. Oh, never mind. We got a landmine. I think there was 3 fortunes in 1 floor. What was that? Fortune. Not a single drop, unfortunately. Just for the extra score, I'm gonna do this as well. Minutes left on that. On steel. What was the 70 boss again? I think it was the Dow's one. I'll use a safety. We're starting to get croc swivers. Be a little more careful. Tyrannosaur. I'll use witching just to prevent infatuation. About on pace on time. Two minutes left on steel, so take it easy for next floor. Been blinded. Fortune. Good. Please get me something epic. Strength. It's okay. It's okay, I guess. Stop missing. Be careful of the Diplocaulus. Has a gaze attack, but I believe it's only in a cone, so it should be fine. Yeah. We ran out of steel now. Did drop one. Let's see. Rage. I did fortune. These guys might drop something good. I'll rage. Nothing so far. Unfortunate. Lore 66. No strength, no steel active. And auto heal disabled. Okay, we do have steel. Every time I get a steel, I feel like I'm enabling myself to do something stupid. You gotta be playing more careful. That's the grandma in my head. The wise internal grand monologue. She sounds nothing like my actual grandmother. You know, you should be careful doing all those landmine plays. You really shouldn't be doing all that. Thank you, Grandma. I'm gonna do it anyways. I didn't even see that chest there. Of course. I wouldn't have it any other way. I'd love nothing more than to get 3 fortunes on one floor. Sight? Safety? Fortune! No! No! Was that really 4 fortunes on one floor? Wait. No, it couldn't have been. Right? No, I'm crazy. There's no way. Because there's no other chests in any other rooms. No, it was 4 fortunes on one floor. So there was 3 in that room. That's crazy. 67 no items and I'm blind. Serenity? Raising. Hey, got a raising. I didn't have to caracol that. Since I don't have access to the raising, or anything for that matter, I'm going to pull careful. I had no idea that the croc could do a tail whip. Steel reef. Oh, I stepped on a luring. Oh. Hmm. Okay, all is under control. So spawn rooms, there's no traps. We got a treasure room. Ah, darn it. Please be Serenity. Oh. Oh, that's awkward. I'm just gonna use Serenity. I'm gonna do a witching. And hope we get something good. Resolution? Yeah, sure, whatever. Probably should have just lusted. That probably would have been better. I didn't mind using resolution though. That definitely felt useful, actually. I don't know how much more useful than just fighting them normally, but I felt good about it, and that's what matters most. We have 10 minutes left to complete the next few floors. I wasted a little too much time, so I'm going to... What should I do? We get something good out of this. Cider safety would be ideal. Witching, that's fine. That's actually great. I only had one. Okay, let's do a steel and a sight. Got a debuff. No items. Okay, so we're not doing any of that. Very focused on trying to hit this time now. Now we'll see if we can't steel sight. We are blinded. We got steel. Let's do it. Go to strength refresh. Come back and get it. See any landmines? I'm getting a little worried. Not a landmine in sight. Use a fortune. Mitigate. We're out of sustaining. One chest. Safety. Better than nothing. Let's go refresh strength. We gotta kill this boss in 5 minutes. We do have 3 lusts, so I'm not worried. What do we got? Yes, this is the Dow's boss. Let's see. My damage is good. Yeah, we're fine. I don't need to worry about lusting or anything. And I forgot to shield, so I have heavy. You shield right when it does douse, you will not get slowed. Which also is the case for the 170 version of the boss. But you are gonna need steel on the 170 boss, because otherwise it breaks your shield unless you get like a crit, or maybe if you Zoe it. Like that. You knew Dow's already. Did it what? I completely lost track of the cycle. Yippee! Okay. That was a great push today. I'm very happy with that. I'm not sure if I should do one more or not. Probably not. No, I should stop while I'm having tummy issues. So I'm starting to get real hungry. Oh, I'm really excited to open all the sacks. Okay. Hey, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for hanging out. I'd like to thank Aaron again. Satin Black, thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate it. Yeah, I think in probably 2 more days I'll be back at floor 150 and we can give Necromancer another try. It was really fun. I'm gonna throw a raid over to Angelus, who's doing Heaven on High right now. Thank you, Aaron, again for the raid. Thank you to all the raiders. I hope you all have a splendid, wonderful day. However, I went to the wrong scene. Okay. Yippee! See you tomorrow for some Final Fantasy IX and more Palace of the Dead. Bye-bye! Bye, I love you, bye!